Good evening. A former pupil of Treloar School in North Hampshire who was caught up in the contaminated blood scandal of the 1970s and 80s is preparing to take legal action against the school for negligence.
Gary Webster from Eastleigh was one of a number of schoolboys infected with HIV and hepatitis during routine treatment for haemophilia at an NHS unit within Treloar's.
They were among thousands of people who were infected in what's been described as the biggest treatment disaster in the history of the NHS. Christine Alsford has our report.
For Gary Webster, it's the latest step forward in a long and painful fight stretching over nearly 4 decades. He's now preparing to sue the Hampshire boarding school where he received infected blood products as a boy.
I want recognition for the families that have lost boys, children. It's not about money. I want the college to recognise that there was a breach of the duty of care. They had our welfare as our acting parents, if you like, and I think they should have done more.
Gary was a haemophiliac and attended Treloar School at Alton, where there was a specialist NHS treatment unit on site. At first he was given conventional blood clotting drugs, but was then switched to receive a new treatment called Factor VIII, which hadn't been properly screened. It gave him and dozens of other pupils HIV and hepatitis. An extensive public inquiry has been going on since 2018. Gary says recent revelations from there triggered today's developments.
I think the headmaster should have found out more about the treatments for the boys. He called us his boys, and I think we should have been given a choice whether we wanted to go on this new treatment, which was sold to us as a wonder drug, but obviously turned out not to be.
Of the 122 haemophiliacs at Treloar's in the 1970s and 80s, 90 have now died. Gary's lawyers say dozens of other former students could now join his legal fight in a class action.
The issues will all be the same, or pretty much the same. How could the school have allowed the pupils to be used as, inverted commas, guinea pigs? They were increasingly used as guinea pigs for testing, and testing should not have taken place without parents' consent.
Treloar's say with the potential of a formal legal claim, it would not be appropriate for them to comment at this time. Gary says he just wants answers.
Treloar's were a part of this. Treloar's could have stopped this.
How let down do you feel by the people who were supposed to protect you?
Immensely, immensely. I feel bitter about it, and it's devastated families. Some families have lost 2 or 3 haemophiliacs, you know.
The infected blood inquiry is due to finish hearing evidence in the spring. Survivors like Gary hopeful they will then receive some of the answers they've waited so long for. Christine Alsford, ITV News.